World War I was the first war that was fought across the globe. It lasted from 1914 to 1918. The war was between the Central Powers and the Allied Powers. The Central Powers included the German Empire and Austria-Hungary. The Allied Powers included Russia, France, Great Britain, USA, Italy, Japan, and Romania. Most of these countries are in Europe, so that's where most of the fighting occurred. The war started for the main reasons: militarism, for being super competitive over whose army was stronger or better; alliances, so whenever someone fought somebody, more people will join in the fight; imperialism, which is gaining power and dominion in other territories; nationalism, which was competitive over whose country was the best; and expansion, which is wanting to rule the world, basically. The war truly started when Archduke of Austria-Hungary Franz Ferdinand was assassinated on his way to Bosnia by a Serbian terrorist group. Austria declared war on Serbia in anger of his assassination. Because of this fight between countries, their allies turned it into a real war. Everybody in Europe was declaring war on each other, and World War I started. During the war, there was a special all-black US regiment called the Harlem Hellfighters. They were an army of black men from black communities in New York. They trained for 3 weeks in France and fought in some nightmarish battles. They suffered some bad regiment casualties in the war, 150 dead and 1,000 wounded. For reference for how much that is, there were about 40,000 soldiers in each regiment. During World War I, an event now known as the Armenian Genocide occurred. It is somewhat similar to the Holocaust. In the Ottoman Empire, the Armenians had Muslims over Christians. They treated Christians with disrespect and racism. Once World War I came along, it gave the Turks a chance to put Christians over other religions. From 1915 to 1923, the Turks killed, raped, and pillaged the Armenians. Before the genocide happened, there were 2 million Armenians. There were 400,000 left after the war. Germans created underwater ships, submarines, U-boats. They primarily were used to fight and destroy the navy of opposing countries. Fun fact, actually, there are rules to war. U-boat combat didn't actually have any, though, and was unrestrained. So they actually went and destroyed a total of 5,000 commercial ships. It stopped the opposing countries from getting supplies, and it killed several thousands of people. The U-boat military had the highest death rate of all the armies, with 75% mortality rate. So yeah, war is bad. They called World War I the war to end all wars, the Great War. Obviously it wasn't the last war, because there was World War II. But something that did end is this video. Goodbye.